Did I meet anyone in federal prison that was innocent? So I spent 5 years in federal prison and I was at 4 different prisons. I was in Seattle, Dublin, California, Victorville, California, and Waseca, Minnesota. That's a whole nother video, why they transfer you all over, but they do. And I met a lot of women that said, I didn't do what they said I did. In fact, I was recently talking to a woman and she said, there ain't no way I did what the Fed said I did. They have this thing called ghost dope, which means that they do a calculation based on like what they think you were doing. They didn't actually see the drugs. They never got the drugs. They just said, this is how many drugs we think you sold. So that's definitely out there. A lot of people were indicted and charged on ghost dope, and then they use the quantity to give you like a lot more years. I knew people that were doing 30 years on drug charges, 2 people that were doing 30 years. I knew people that had life sentences from years ago on drug charges. So I think the feds give way too much time. And I met a lot of people that had charges like this. So I met a girl who got a 5-year charge because she went to Mexico in her friend's car. There were drugs in the car, and then she brought the car back. So she actually drove across the border to Mexico and back. Didn't know that there were drugs in the trunk. When they found the drugs when she was coming back through, they charged her with deliberate indifference. In other words, she should have checked the trunk before she borrowed the car. That's kind of a crazy charge, right? And the girl wasn't even mad about it. But most people I talked to acknowledged that they had done enough things and gotten away with it, that even if they were charged with something that was unfair, it was probably fair overall. And I kind of felt that way. Like, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And for some reason, when they gave me that prison sentence and I got done with it, I felt like I had done what I needed to do to make it right, at least with the government. Obviously, there's still restoration with my family and community and other people like that. But that's my experience with the feds. I never met anyone that said, I didn't do it. I mean, well, they said that, but usually it was like, I did something different than what they said I did. I just didn't meet anyone that was completely innocent. And people that claimed they were, but you could tell that they weren't.